In this video, I am discussing about the transformation W equal to Z square. What is the image of first quadrant under the transformation W equal to Z square? So, let's look at the transformation W equal to Z square. We can write Z as Z is equal to R e raised to I theta in polar form, where theta is the argument and R is the modulus. So, mod Z is equal to R. What is Z square? Z square is R square e raised to 2I theta. R e raised to I theta whole square, that is R square e raised to 2I theta. So what happens when Z going to Z square? So the change is modulus is square. R becomes R square. R becomes R square and theta becomes 2 theta, doubling argument. Theta becomes 2 theta. So we want to find the image of first quadrant under this transformation W equal to Z square. So what is first quadrant? So this is our first quadrant. First quadrant. Let's look at the boundary. This is angle 0, theta equal to 0. This maps to 2 theta, that is theta equal to 0. And this is our next boundary, part of y-axis. What is this angle? This angle is theta equal to 90 degree or pi by 2. This becomes, under this transformation W equal to Z square, this boundary, that is theta equal to 90 degree, maps to theta equal to 180 degree. That means doubling the angle. Under the transformation W equal to Z square, 90 degree goes to 180 degree, 0 degree remains 0. So the first quadrant boundary becomes this 0 degree and the 180 degree. 180 degree is this line, x-axis. So the boundary is x-axis. Okay. Now let's look at the interior, some interior ray. Let's look at the angle 45 degree. What happens to the 45 degree under this transformation? This changes to double, 90 degree. 45 degree goes to 90 degree. That means this. So 90 degree is in the interior. Also 60 degree goes to 120 degree and 80 degree goes to 160 degree. These are interiors. 120, 160, these are interiors. So this mapping W equal to, under this mapping W equal to Z square, first quadrant is mapped to upper half plane. Look at the figure. This is upper half plane. W equal to Z square mapped to, first quadrant mapped to upper half plane under the transformation W equal to Z square. Similarly, we can say that under this transformation W equal to Z square, second quadrant maps to lower half plane, and third quadrant maps to again upper half plane, and fourth again lower half plane. So under this transformation W equal to Z square, first quadrant maps to upper half plane, second quadrant maps to lower half plane, third quadrant maps to upper half plane again, and fourth quadrant maps to lower half plane. We need to understand what happens Z in the Z plane when goes to Z square in W plane. It is doubling the angle theta. Argument theta will be 2 theta and R becomes square, R square. So this is basically what happening when the transformation W equal to Z square. Under this transformation, W equal to Z square.